Hey, what's going on, gang? So this is Blake with the REALigion Podcast, and just wrapped up a full day, a full Sunday of what I tend to do almost every Sunday, which is play drums for Jesus. These got some very thoroughly chewed up sticks, and there was a point in time whenever I've played drums for a long time, and I've played drums since I was a teenager, and I've played, in high school bands and high school band talent shows, and played at college gigs and bars and, gigs after bars, played lots of various types of secular music, rock, and all that fun stuff. And after playing gigs like that, this is how my sticks would look. And now my sticks look like this because I'm playing worship music. And the drummer that was Blake in his 20s would have never in a million years dreamed that not only would he be playing worship music every Sunday, but it would be some of the best and most fulfilling musical experiences of his life was drumming to both worship Jesus and help others do the same. It's just funny because I was thinking one day, like, whenever I was coming to church, and a smaller town church, and doing this every Sunday and thinking about what all I did and what I do, both in that church and outside of the church and things like that. And I just think, it made me think, like, gosh, how did I get here? And not in a bad way either. I just know that if life had gone according to my plan, then I wouldn't be nearly as happy and as fulfilled as I am now. I know that for the longest time, whenever you asked me what you want to do when you grow up, considering that I was an aspiring writer and an entertainment journalist, more specifically, and an aspiring drummer, professional musician, I said I basically want to either be on the cover of Rolling Stone or I want to write for it. And I had a plan at one point to where if I did these things, I would have what I viewed at that point as the best life possible. I thought I was going to be, one of the requirements was going to be that I move to a big city and spend my life in a big city and either writing or playing music or both. I thought that was something that was going to make my life the most full and the most fulfilled, and it had nothing to do with playing drums for Jesus and worshiping God through my talents, and just offering those up voluntarily, and not expecting, riches and fame and fortune and fans or anything like that. I'm just really glad that my life didn't work out according to my plan, and because if my life would worked out according to my plan, I wouldn't be in a small town right so close to my family. I wouldn't, according to my plan, I was going to have a son, maybe two, and I had a daughter, and that wasn't in the plan. That wasn't in my early playbook or the map for my life. And the farther I've gotten away from it, and I just turned 40 not too long ago, and the farther I've gotten away from it, and the farther I can look back on it, the more I can realize where God has intervened and had a better plan for me than I even realized for myself. And it's a cool feeling to know that my plan didn't work out and that my life is better because my plan didn't work out. So here's to life not going according to your plan and according to God's plan. And a lot of times you don't realize how happy you are that your plans didn't work out until your plans worked out in a better way, and you can look back on it and be like, you know, one change of direction, one time where I felt like an opportunity was closed to me, actually opened another opportunity that turned out to be better. And, you know, I'm just extremely blessed for my life not going according to my plan and going according to his. And I know that for anyone listening to this, there's probably some people who can relate, and there's probably some people who can't. And you may have a plan for your life, and you may be in the middle of that plan falling apart, or there may be some type of, you know, hardships or trials that you're going through, and it's really hard for you to see how this is helping you and how this is benefiting you, and you're probably asking, you may actually, as I've done sometimes, been like, you know, I've done this. I've been like, God, why are you doing this to me? And like, why is this happening? Like, God, Jesus, why is this happening to me at this moment in my life? And then you can kind of step back and see how it turned out to possibly be a blessing in disguise. And then you can look back on it and be like, oh, well, now I know why, because this happened, and I'm here, and I'm doing this, or I have this fulfillment that wasn't there before, or I was able to, you know, change this part of my life and how I was to become a better Christian, or a better parent, or a better husband, a better son or daughter, a better friend, whatever it might be. And so if you're in the middle of something, and you're in the middle of a trial or a storm or something like that, you know, God rewards steadfastness. And a lot of times, only when you get out of it do you realize that you got something out of it. And it can sometimes, the hardships it's hard to see. It's hard to fathom the good that's coming out of certain hardships, but, you know, we have a God who knows what's best for us even when we don't. So, you know, I didn't think playing drums for Jesus was not in my plan. You know, coming and serving in the way that I am was not part of my plan. It's not how I envision things working out, but how I envision things working out, and how is not as good as how they worked out for me. And that's kind of huge. That's a huge thing. So I, you know, just remember that even when you don't get what's happening to you, God does. And, you know, he can use any part of your circumstances for your good and his. And, you know, here's to life working out according to a plan that's not yours. And, you know, I pray that his plan for you just gives you blessings that you didn't even know you could have or imagine. So hope you all have a good rest of the week. And, you know, if you're watching this because of you're following us as far as the podcast goes, thanks for that. This has been quite an undertaking, an unexpected undertaking, and also an unexpected blessing for myself and Adam. And I hope that it's the same for you all. And we're going to keep on doing it because we feel compelled to do this, and we feel like there's going to be good that comes out of it for ourselves and anybody else that happens to be listening. So thank you for your support. I pray that you all have a great rest of the week, and we'll be talking to you soon. Thanks, guys.